Alright, hello there, I'm Dennis. Welcome to my channel, Life, Home, and My Linux Journeys. And in this journey, I'm going to just share with you some things that I've learned that will make your journey easier using NomadBSD. Alright, so I'm going to cut this camera off, bring up my little one there, and I got my notes open here. So, I finally did a successful upgrade, and it did not wipe out this DSBMC, didn't wipe out DSBM, the audio, didn't DSB mixer. Those things were still there and available. Now it did take out everything with the exception of the Nomad handbook and the terminal that I had put in there. These things I put back in there when I was through. But as far as software goes and config files and all that, it worked just fine. Now I will say this, it's a warning. After my initial upgrade and I rebooted, all I got was the login terminal. I did not get a login SDDM screen. So I signed in as my user and then ran the command, and I'll make sure it gets up here somewhere where you can see what I ran. I ran exec, EXEC, space, start XFCE4, all one word, and I pressed enter. Now that took me back to my desktop, and it was normal looking. So I ran ahead and run the upgrade twice, or the second time, and there was a bunch that it didn't get the first time, and I thought, uh-oh. So I let that finish, and then I rebooted, and it's been working fine ever since. Like I said, the only thing I had to really rebuild was the plank down here, and other than that, it was fine. Also, if you're going to add a user, you should do it before you do. If you'll notice, I got the whisker menu, got the netload plugin. All that will disappear when you add a new user. So it's better, in my opinion, to go ahead and in the very beginning, add your user. And this is how easy that is. So we're going to go into add user, system, add user. We're going to have to give it our root password. And it's wanting to know a name and a username, full name or username. Then it's going to ask me for my password or a password. So let's select our language again, locale and language, English, United States, next. We're going to leave this just like it is from before, Fish Shell, Easy Editor, Firefox browser. Here's what it's going to do, and I've committed it. Alright, so we're going to finish. Now, if I log out or reboot right now, it'll go to the SDDM login manager. You won't be there. Let's make you sure you're going to be there. So go back to System, Display Manager Settings. That's what we want. Give it our password. Open it up. Now in here, right now the default user is Nomad. And you see it don't even register to change that. So I'm going to have to reboot and then we'll do the next step. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So we added the user Dennis, and then when you get to your SDDM login manager, select your user, give it the password, and then log back in. And the reason why I said that you should do this before you do any configuring, any installing software, anything. If you'll notice, my desktop is different. The plank is full like it would be on the default ISO. Here I don't have my icons for Mate system monitor. But as we'll see, if I spelt that right, it should come right up. Uh-oh. Alright, let's get out of that. Uh-oh. You're going to have to redo a lot of stuff that you've already done. Why did that go out? I know. I need the XFCE terminal, which that ain't it either. So yeah, you're gonna have to basically redo every single thing, most everything. Now your software is still gonna be available, but you may have to reset something up, like the DSP mixer. I had to go in and tell it what microphone to actually listen to. So it's gonna change a lot of stuff that you're gonna have to redo. There's no whisker menu here, although again, let's see. Go to items. Say add, and you'll see whisker menu is there, as well as the netload plugin is going to be there, and it's not here now, and it was. So that's what I'm saying. You're going to have to do a lot of stuff. Let me see you if in my documents. Nope. See, it's my notes that I had in my documents on the user is not even here at this point. So you'd have to go in here and search around and try to find it. And I'm not sure. But that's what you're going to be up to. And like I said, if you're going to, you're okay to do an upgrade. Just be, you're going to have to rebuild your plank if that's what you want. You could get rid of the plank altogether. If you want to add something, I don't know, this won't let me do it probably. Yep, it did. That's as easy as it is to add a item to your dock or get rid of one. I guess that's probably the one thing. Now, it did not let me, let's see, system, display manager settings. Yep, right here. So I'm going to make Dennis I would like to make Dennis as the default user. Huh. Well, that's not working, is it? This is the SDDM screen that you'll have. It'll list Nomad and then your username. Oh, I sure thought it was right there. Let's go back here. Display manager settings. Manage user accounts. That's what it was. This is the groups that you're going to be added to. Now, I'm all in the Nomad. I've already set it up where I'm in a lot of different group accounts, but here you can change that password if you want to. What I was interested in though is where it says make Dennis or the user the default user, and that should have been right here. Should have been able to drop that down. See, it says default. Nothing to change there. Should have allowed me to change that default user to your username. So I'm going to wrap it up, try to save this before I lose it again. And that's my advice. Update, upgrade, go ahead and upgrade, be ready to rebuild, what have you. Add your user and sign into your user account first and do all your configuring and a software add additions and this, that, and the other. Do that first, and then you'll be set up to go. You see how much work it would take now to get this user account back the way that other account looked. That's going to wrap it up. Peace out, guys. Take care. I'll catch you on another video. P.S. Stay tuned. Alpine Linux.